front of us and discuss in more detail, quite commonly, almost on a day-to-day basis, the problems that face or come about with the physical body, but the mental realm remains very badly neglected.
અને એ સતત શૂળની જેમ અંદર ભોકાયા જ કરે છે.
And those, in fact, are the root where we are constantly experiencing pain, like spokes of needles being punctured all throughout.
જે કામ છે એ વાત છે.
So we all know a lot bit of Ayurveda now. We talk of the basics, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So Tulsidas ji goes into the subtlety of those three factors, in which he says that first of all,
કામ
lust is Vata.
ને અપાર લોભ જે છે એ કફ છે.
And we have excessive amounts or where any amounts of greed, that is a kapha dosha.
અને ક્રોધ છે એ પિત્ત છે.
And anger, of course, is fire and therefore pitta.
એ સદાય આપણે છાતીને બાળતા રહે છે.
So these three, particularly of course the krodha, is constantly giving us that heartburn.
અને that we all experience, right? Everybody knows their own how your nature, yourself, and how you feel inside. प्रीति करई जो तिनहि भाई उपजे सन्न पात दुखदाई विषय मनोरथ दुर्गम नाना जे सब शूल नाम को आना. તુલસીદાસજી કહે છે કે વાત, પિત્ત અને કફ, કામ, લોભ અને ક્રોધ ત્રણેય જો એકબીજા સાથે પ્રીતિ કરવા માંડે તો ખૂબ પરેશાનીઓ થાય.
So Tulsidas ji says, as long as these three guys remain separate, Vata, Pitta and Kapha, so our greed, our lust and our anger, as long as they remain separate, you are okay. But now if these three become buddies,
તો સન્નિપાત દુઃખ બધા ભેગા થઈ સન્નિપાત થઈ જાય.
then the situation created is of extreme pain and suffering. And that in fact is what happens in old age as we age.
અને એને લઈને અનેક રોગની ઉત્પત્તિ થાય છે શરીરમાં.
And so at the root level, this is what causes a lot of our physical problems along with our mental state.
અને એ કઠણાઈથી બધું સિદ્ધ કરવાવાળા વ્યક્તિના ખુદના મનોરથ છે.
And of course all these spring from nothing but desires.
એવું કોઈ દિવસ બન્યું છે તમારા બધાના મન છે, અંતર છે, અનેક પ્રકારની ઈચ્છાઓ છે કે તમારી 5 ઈચ્છા પૂરી થઈ નથી અને 10 ઊભી નથી થઈ?
So desires is a even more subtler root. And as we all know from life that there is, like God is infinite, the desires also are infinite. We may have 5 on our plate and we tackle those, and as soon as the last one is not even over, we have 5 more or 10 more already on the list to add, and we want to or start dealing with those then.
આપણી ઈચ્છાઓ અનંત છે.
So that process is also very infinite.
અને એ બધી પીડાનો વિષય છે, ખાસ કરીને ઈર્ષા, મોહ, અહંકાર.
So the key or the factors that then spring the mental problems that we encounter is our fear, our anger of course, but then whatever else springs from that, our hatred, our jealousy, and most of all of course pretense, falsehood, and most of all, the master of all in spiritual sense is the ego, the ahankar.
આ બધા એવા અંદર છુપાઈને બેઠેલા છે કે જો બધા એક સાથે પ્રીતિ કરવા માંડે તો મહા ઉલ્કાપાત થઈ જાય.
So starting with those three which are the roots, the other smaller factors, if they all become very, very collective, then the problems we face become extremely potent.
એટલા માટે જ તુલસીદાસજી કહે છે કે આના પણ ઉપાય છે.
But then there is a problem, there is also always a solution.
રામ કૃપાના સೈ સમરોગા જોયે ભાતિ બની સંજોગા સદગુરુ વેદ બચન વિશ્વાસા સંજમયન વિષય કે આશા. જો આપણા ઉપર પ્રભુ શ્રી રામની કૃપા થાય અને એવો સંજોગ બેસી જાય કે સદગુરુ આપણા જીવનમાં આવે વૈદરૂપી અને આપણને એમના પ્રત્યે વિશ્વાસ ઉપજે તો આ બધું નષ્ટ થઈ જાય છે.
So the remedy, he says, is when there is the grace of Ram. And if by the grace of Ram one allows or permits the physician to enter in life, which is the Guru, and then the Guru has come, but the remedy that he gives, the teaching that he gives, if that is accepted with an open heart, with loving heart, and that is put into practice, then all of that in combination is grace of the God, the teaching of the Guru, and the faith, the practice, in the practice, that this is going to cure me when we go to the physician or whoever.
તમને તપાસે પછી તમને તમારા પ્રકૃતિ પ્રમાણે તમને દવા આપે તેને પછી નિયમિતતાથી ડોઝ જે આપ્યો એ પ્રમાણે લેવી પડે આપણે.
So when you go to the physician and he prescribes something or she prescribes something and you take it, you apparently have the faith that it is going to make you better. So similarly, whatever the Guru has given, the key to success is your faith in the teaching, that whatever is going, what has been given to me is surely going to remove all my problems, whatever that may be.
અને એની રેમેડી એ જ છે કે યમ નિયમ ધર્મ ધ્યાન જપ એ અનુસાર આપણે જીવન જીવવું.
And of course, there is always, you take a medicine, then actually in Ayurveda, what is called as a pareji. You observe certain things that are not contradictory to that medicine, so that it works. And nowadays, when you go certain things, they'll tell you, when you take this medicine, don't take something else together, because it nullifies the impact of that. And so on the spiritual path, along with the grace of the Guru, along grace of God, that the Guru has come, the teaching has been given, and you may even have the faith in that teaching, but at the same time, what is your lifestyle? Are you following the yamas and niyamas? Are you following the rules of dharma, what the scriptures, what the saints have said, don't do and do? So are you doing only what is permitted, what is non-karma, which is harming to you, which is not permitted? So all those basic guidelines, so to say, are those under observation and practice, because if that is not there, in spite of all the practices, in spite of all the faith, the medicine is not going to work.
એટલે કહેવાનું એમ છે કે હું તમે રામનું નામ ધ્યાન અને નિયમિતતાથી તમારું જીવન જીવતા રહ્યો તો તમારા માનસ અને જે શારીરિક રોગ છે એમની મુક્તિ ચોક્કસ થશે.
So to summarize basically what Tulsidas ji is saying, that repeat the name of Ram. Repeat your Guru mantra. That is the best medicine to get rid of the mental afflictions, because that's the root of also the physical. It's your mental status of past karma or current action that is creating through the subtle mind the implications even on the physical body. So the more the subtle roots are dealt with through the name of Ram and through the practices given by the Guru, then you will be free from your mental and thereby also of your physical limitations and difficulties.
ગાંધીજીએ કહ્યું છે કે હું નાનપણમાં મને રામ નામના સંસ્કાર આપવામાં આવ્યા હતા.
When Gandhiji was shot at the last moment, the words that came out of his mouth was Ram. And during his life, he stated that since childhood, he was taught the seeds that were planted in his life by his parents were the mantra Ram.
અને એમને રામ નામ અને નિયમિતતાથી પ્રાર્થના અને નિયમિત જીવન જીવ્યા કર્યું. અને પોતે કહે છે કે મારો વિશ્વાસ છે કે જેટલું તમે રામ નામ લેશો તો તમારી અંદર આંતરિક શાંતિ ઓટોમેટિક થઈ જશે અને ઈશ્વરનું ધામ પ્રાપ્ત થશે.
And so all his life, that's what he received his power from. The most powerful thing that he did was, of course, free India from the British Empire with the greatest dharma, ahimsa, non-violence. Just to visualize when there is such a powerful violent force controlling the country, to be free from that with no violence, the only energy he used or power used was Ram. And so he stated from his experiences that the more it is interwoven with the breath, the more it is interwoven in daily life, that is what will bring you inner peace, and that inner peace through you will bring external peace to the world as well.
અને ગમે એવા તમને વિચાર નામ લેતા પ્રાર્થના કરતા આવે એનો કાંઈ વાદ નથી, ઓટોમેટિક ધીરે ધીરે એ બધું સરખું જ થઈ જવાનું છે.
No matter what happens while you are practicing in the lower stages of growth, so to say, dirty thoughts may also come while doing malas. When you meditate, again, that's a common experience for all of us. But the key again is not to stop. The key again is continue, no matter what.
એટલે મારી આજે રામચંદ્ર ભગવાનને ગુરુદેવની એ જ પ્રાર્થના છે કે તમારા શ્વાસોશ્વાસમાં રામ નામ વણાઈ જાય ને તમારા આત્માના નિજાનંદમાં તમે સૌ મસ્ત બનો.
So on this day of Lord Rama's birth anniversary, again that prayer, that by his grace and Guru's grace as well, may the name Ram be interwoven in every breath of your life, and that you become free of your mental and also of your physical afflictions, and remain immersed in that joy of Rama's eternal bliss. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai, Sadguru Dev ki jai. So let's do the meal prayers. You can come up for darshan, and just a little announcement. Of course, we heading over for the Hanuman Chalisa on Saturday, I believe. Which I don't know why it happened, because Hanuman Jayanti is actually Sunday. So it should have been Sunday, but anyway, we do what we, as Guruji said, convenient dharma, right? Yeah. Saturday is more convenient than Sunday because Monday is a working day. So I don't know, I miss that myself, but we ideally, whatever happens has happened. So we'll be here Saturday, and on your own you can do it Sunday, so double benefit. But one thing I always miss is today is also a fasting day. People, of course, don't fast all day. Scriptures say it should be fasting all day. But usually, since he was born at noon, then people celebrate. So, up to lunch time, about lunch, they have a feast, and then, of course, the fasting is over. But we do serve a fasting meal on Sunday. But I don't know what you folks eat for breakfast before you come here. So if you like, on Saturday when you come before the Chalisas, you can fast both days actually, because Sunday is the actual day. But at least on Saturday when we come for the practices, try to have a fasting breakfast at home. The lunch will be fasting, and of course in the evening we will have a regular meal. So it's not too difficult if you can handle. If there's no physical requirements that forces you to eat otherwise. So that was the only thing I would like to share. And of course, be present for the Chalisa. As you know, times are very challenging, very negative energies floating around. And so we need the protection. Chalisa again is a great tool, even by our Guru, used for thousands of years, of course. And so be present, don't miss that opportunity. Okay? Sitaram. Om Brahmarpanam Brahmahavir Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat Om Brahmarpanam Astu Om Shanti 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 Sahana Vavatu Sarvam Sahaviryam Karavavai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavai Om Shanti 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 Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukhabhag Bhavet Ma Kaschid Dukhabhag Bhavet Om Shanti 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 Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai, Sadguru Dev ki jai. You can come up for quick darshan, please. It's okay. It's okay. Can't hear you.
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki 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 Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki Jai Bolo Hanuman की जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की ओ
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
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 राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान
लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
Rama Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman ki
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो